Yes, my friends, time is ticking, and everything indicates we'll have some surprises ahead. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the game against the Jaguars on August 9th. The Steelers need to win this matchup if they want to gain confidence for everything that lies ahead. I believe we will win. If you believe so too, hit that like button hard. If possible, write something like this: Go Steelers! I believe. Now, I need to tell you something important, so let's get straight to the point. First, TJ Watt has officially secured his contract, and in a way that could be considered one of the smartest financial moves the Steelers have made in recent history. A 3-year contract extension worth $123 million, with an impressive $108 million fully guaranteed upon signing. This not only makes Watt the highest-paid edge rusher and non-quarterback in NFL history, but also provides Pittsburgh with significant salary flexibility. Here's the crucial point. Watt's salary cap hit in 2024 has fallen to just over $23 million, down from over $30 million. That represents a savings of $7 million this year and brings Pittsburgh's cap space to over $32 million. This isn't just smart, it's strategic. That extra cap room could be a game changer. Why? Because the Steelers aren't done yet. Rumblings from insiders suggest Pittsburgh may be eyeing one more big move before training camp kicks off, possibly signing a safety. With the departure of Minkah Fitzpatrick in the trade that brought in Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, the safety room suddenly feels a bit thin. Currently, Juan Thornhill is penciled in as the starting free safety, but let's be real. Thornhill's last 2 years in Cleveland were marred by lingering calf injuries. Yes, he had a solid 2022 season with the Chiefs, complete with 3 interceptions and 9 pass breakups, but that injury risk is a legitimate concern. Steelers insider Mark Kaboly has been vocal about this very issue. He believes safety is now priority number 1 heading into camp. And honestly, he makes a strong case. Thornhill may be the guy on paper, but where's the competition? Behind him, we've got Deshaun Elliott likely holding down strong safety. And when the Steelers drop into base packages, Jalen Ramsey might slide into that strong safety box role, with Elliott shifting deep. After that, Miles Killebrew, UDFA Sebastian Castro, and Quindell Johnson round out the group. Not exactly a security blanket, is it? Now, I know there's a lot of belief inside the organization that Thornhill still has it, and during mandatory minicamp, he apparently looked like a missile flying around the field. That's what led the front office to feel comfortable letting go of Minkah. But don't sleep on Castro either. He's not a true centerfield type, but he showed flashes at Iowa as both a strong safety and nickel corner. If he makes an impression at Latrobe, he could carve out a serious role. Still, that cap space created by Watt's extension opens the door to bring in a veteran safety. Names like Justin Simmons, Julian Blackmon, and Quandre Diggs are floating out there. If the front office wants to play it safe, pun intended, adding one of those guys could solidify the back end of the defense. Now, let's not forget the context here. Pittsburgh's defense is absolutely stacked in other areas. You've got TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig, and Cam Hayward leading what might be the most dangerous pass rush in football. The cornerback room, arguably elite with Joey Porter Jr., Darius Slay, and Jalen Ramsey. Deshaun Elliott brings solid play at safety too. So if your weakest link is a guy like Juan Thornhill, a Super Bowl winning veteran, that's not the worst position to be in.
But this raises a bigger philosophical question about this franchise. Colin Cowherd, in typical Cowherd fashion, blasted the Steelers not for the what deal itself, but for what he sees as a continued overinvestment in defense. According to him, while the league is going full throttle on offense, the Steelers are still pounding the table for defense-first football. Is that fair? Maybe partially. Yes, the team did go big on the defensive side, but let's not ignore the offensive adds this offseason either. Aaron Rodgers is on board. Jonnu Smith is in the mix. And while the wide receiver room hasn't been headlined by a blockbuster name, there's clear belief in Calvin Austin III and Roman Wilson. In fact, Wilson is expected to fill a key slot role, while Austin, compared to Darnell Mooney in terms of playing style, is getting a lot of internal hype. In 13 personnel sets, Smith could even function like a pseudo-WR2, racking up yards after the catch and thriving on quick screens. That said, the door is still wide open for another move at wide receiver. The Steelers reportedly remain interested in Gabe Davis, who visited Pittsburgh earlier this offseason. Although he's recovering from a knee injury sustained in Jacksonville, that connection is still there. Trade rumors around 49ers WR Jawan Jennings are also swirling. Jennings might not be the flashiest name, but he's a nasty run blocker and incredibly reliable in contested catches, traits that fit perfectly in a Pittsburgh offense that wants to control the line of scrimmage and beat you with physicality. Names like Amari Cooper, Romeo Dew, and even John Mechie have been floated as possible trade or free agent targets too. Keenan Allen? Probably not going to happen. He's made it clear that Pittsburgh isn't his favorite destination, but the market is still loaded with possibilities, and the Steelers now have the cap space to make something big happen if they want to. So, Steelers Nation, let me throw it back to you. What do you think? Was locking up TJ Watt to a record-setting extension the right move to secure our defensive future? Should the team bring in another safety or receiver before training camp kicks off in Latrobe? Do you trust one Thornhill to hold the back end, or would a veteran presence like Justin Simmons make you sleep better at night? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, this is just the beginning of what could be a very explosive preseason. So let's talk about the long-term implications of the TJ Watt extension, not just in terms of cap space, but team philosophy. What the front office just did is send a loud, clear message. The cornerstone of this franchise is not the quarterback room. It's not the offensive skill players. It's the defense. Specifically, it's TJ Watt. And why not? The man is a generational talent, a game wrecker, and according to recent training photos taken with Nick Herbig in Wisconsin, Watt is coming into camp looking like an absolute monster. Seriously, he's added significant upper body muscle, which indicates a potential shift in how he plans to play moving forward. TJ has built his career around explosiveness, that incredible first-step burst, and a bend that's borderline illegal. But this offseason, he's been bulking up. That tells us what might be prepping for a slight evolution in his game, adding more bull rushes, more inside power moves, and extending his prime by becoming less reliant on pure speed. That's critical because the Steelers are banking on Watt to lead a defense that's going to have to be elite. Not good, not above average, elite. When you look at the AFC right now, with guys like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, you realize just how crucial it is to have a defense that can consistently generate pressure without needing to blitz every down. This is why the depth behind Watt is so important. Nick Herbig is developing fast. Alex Highsmith is more than just a sidekick. He's a serious threat in his own right. Cam Hayward brings veteran leadership and interior disruption. And then you have young talents like Keanu Benton and Derek Harmon coming up. This isn't just a defense built to stop drives. It's built to force turnovers and swing momentum in big games. But for that to work, the back end of the defense needs to be solid. That's where the safety debate becomes even more relevant. If one Thornhill is anything less than dependable, the pressure on that front seven increases. Even though his 2022 film with Kansas City was solid, 3 picks, solid tackling, good instincts, there are valid concerns about his recent health. Calf injuries have derailed many defensive backs' careers. You need confidence in your last line of defense. That's why it wouldn't surprise anyone in the building if the Steelers bring in a free agent vet before camp starts. We're talking Julian Blackmon, who's quietly been one of the more versatile DBs in the league. Steelers Nation, I want to hear from you again. Do you believe this team, as it's currently built, is ready to take on the heavyweights of the AFC? Or is there one more big move that could put them over the top? Drop your take in the comments. Smash that like button if you're fired up for training camp. And make sure you're subscribed because we've got more breaking news, insider analysis, and real-time updates coming your way all summer long. Steelers fans, this is going to be one hell of a season. Stay locked in. Go Steelers!